The Palestinian ambassador to the United Nations wants to vote condemning Israel for what he calls excessive use of force against Palestinians trying to breach the Israeli border with Gaza. It is the latest of many attempts to pit the world against Israel as it defends itself. As Chris Mitchell reports now from the border area, these protests have presented a challenge most countries have never faced.
CBN News got a rare up-close look at the violence on the border of Hamas-controlled Gaza.
We're standing just a few yards away from the Israel-Gaza border. This is the front lines of a more than 2-month battle between Hamas and the Israeli Defense Forces.
Like many other places along the border, soldiers face deadly force.
Today we've had 3 grenades thrown at Israeli troops at this specific location.
It's not legitimate and civilian riot. The leaders of the riot is Hamas, and they are trying to challenge us.
This frontline commander said the IDF faces daunting military challenges defending its border.
If you take civilians and you put between them people to throw grenades and you put between them women and children, then you make us challenge all the time. But we have the rules of engagement.
Those rules include dropping leaflets the day before an expected demonstration warning Gazans to stay away from the fence. The next day they used loudspeakers to keep people away.
هنا جيش الدفاع الإسرائيلي المنطقة المحاذية من جدار الحدود محظورة لدخول المدنيين نطلب منكم أن لا ترسلوا نساءكم وأطفالكم إلى الخط الأمامي.
Then they shoot tear gas for those who approach the fence.
And after that, only shooting in the air. Or if they will try to cross the fence with using of cutters, using of burning tires, there will be no choice and they will have to shoot with snipers to the foot. And that's what we do before we use lethal weapon.
He says their priority is protecting Israelis.
Nobody wants to cross Israel to hug the people that live in Nahal Oz or in Netiv HaAsara. That's not their purpose.
A few hundred meters behind us is the kibbutz of Nahal Oz. For the soldiers who are deployed here, it's very clear. We're here to defend against a massive amount of violent rioters who are hiding terrorists behind them. They want to tear down the defenses and get inside, and our job as a military of a sovereign nation is to stop them and to defend our Israeli civilians.
Throughout the demonstrations, the IDF faced criticism at the UN, world capitals, and the media.
To the critics, I'd say stand in our shoes and walk in our boots a few miles, have those thousands of rioters and terrorists try to invade into your country and to risk or to threaten your civilians, and then criticize us.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, on the Israeli-Gaza border.